can own it once you have missed it. You and me. You and me. It's free, but you can keep it once you have lost it. Love is free, but you can own it once you have missed it. You and me. You and me.
everybody, and welcome to the VGRCast, episode 26, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything in between. As always, I am joined by my lovely friends Ryan, Monica, Mike, and Steve. My name is Kevin. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It is.
Hey,
my
question.
name is Kevin.
Y'all ever forget that you have a sword in your house?
No.
I
did.
can't. Well, no,
Oh no, your sword's bigger than mine. That's a big sword, Mike. Is that a real sword?
oh, it's not a real sword. That's Ichigo's sword from Bleach.
Could still be a real sword.
No, that's a craptana for sure.
So this is, I mean, it's basically just a giant chunk of steel, but
It's a craptana.
This is Ichigo's sword from Bleach.
Oh.
So
I've only seen like maybe 10 episodes of Bleach.
Probably
I have
same.
checked.
A whole lot.
It will cut the shit out of something. I have checked.
Yeah, I have a tiny
with it.
That looks like
cooking with Chef Mike. the crappier Chef
Today
Mike.
Today we're dicing the world's largest onion.
It's like,
dude.
as our viewers can see, I finally have decent lighting today, but I was looking for like the little umbrella thing to put on the light so that it would
Oh, you real fancy. You got an
dilute
umbrella
better.
thing.
And I thought that they were like stuck between my shelves, so I started looking between them. I'm like, oh yeah, I have this.
This is a thing that I have.
I got it as a gift from one of my coworkers who was just getting rid of some shit.
The best kind of coworker.
Yep.
I can't fit this in my apartment
And they
anymore.
wall scrolls too, so that was nice.
Oh, a weeb.
Fucking
No,
weed.
I have a sword that's like maybe this long. Hey, thanks Patrick for the 71 bits. Dab.
71.
Dab. Dab, dab, dab. I have a sword that's probably maybe like this big. It's like it like looks like
sword.
it looks kind of like sacrificial, but it's sharp. Like
What?
like I could like
Oh,
I can
chop my
attest to
ham.
that.
I could like chop my hamper up with it. I did that when I was at home still a lot.
I just said I could I should get a sword, and then Vanessa immediately shot me down.
I think when you were moving out, I held one of your shirts and then you stabbed it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Nice.
That sounds really dangerous.
Oh, it was totally.
But we're professionals. We're on the internet
Still
now.
alive.
Not.
We're on the internet
We are
now.
not.
We're on the internet now. That makes us professionals.
I have never and will never be a professional.
Nat got me a dagger from Ren Fair. It's
Ooh.
currently in my closet.
So you
It's
can
crazy.
fend off strangers.
I got this.
What is it?
Wait,
Box
ooh,
cutter.
I
Oh.
got my dagger.
Ooh,
Hold on.
the box cutter's
Is that
the
a box cutter?
Is that the one from work?
Yes.
statistically box cutters and utility knives are like the most dangerous things in your house. Statistically.
Is that why people in anime kill each other with them all the time?
Well, it's just that's the thing that people most likely hurt themselves on in their like workshop and stuff.
Speaking of hurting ourselves at work,
Boo boo.
so I got myself. Wait, I should probably wait for mine. Oh, there she comes. So
I went behind the
I
curtain.
gave myself a nice little boo boo at work today.
Ooh, nice knife.
Ooh, that's a knife.
That's a knife.
Oh, that
That
is
is annoying.
that is
That's a
blistering,
burn.
dude. You need
Yeah.
to get that taken care of.
Yeah. So
Oh Jesus! What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was too busy looking at the shiny thing.
I'm busy looking at my knife.
I mean, it's really pretty. I mean, look,
That is cool.
and it's got a little purple jewel at the end.
So
Oh, also shout out to Nat for the 12 months of subscribing. Thank you very much.
I was first.
You were yesterday, yeah. You were my first subscriber. It's fine. I gave you a shout out yesterday.
I know. I'm just
God.
reminding that.
so
Just reminding Nat, I'm asserting my dominance.
All right. Anyway, Mike.
so what happened was, so Ryan understands what happened, but I'm just gonna explain it in the simplest details as possible without explaining everything that we do. So I was making the. I hear myself vibrating. Monica, I can hear you through your. Oh, never mind. It's fine now. Anyway, so when we have like these giant racks we put in the oven, and a certain amount of certain pans can fit on that rack. Now, normally like with the smallest cakes we make, you can fit 36 on that rack. So normally with any given batch, it'll just be 36 teenies in a batch. If you need more, they'll just make another. So, but apparently we're trying to get ahead on that specific size cake. So we've been doing 48 in a batch, which means I have to put the 36 on one rack, and then the extra 12 have to go on a different rack with a larger cake. The problem with that is...
Stop you there, Mike. What the fuck are you doing, Kevin?
I'm trying to listen to Mike's story.
He's being a fucking weirdo. But the problem with that is those two different size cakes bake for... I'm going to shoot you. I will strike you. I will strike you.
I'm trying to react to your story.
The problem with that is the two different size cakes. I almost threw my liquor at you.
I really wish you did, because that would have been
Just
fantastic.
throw it at you. Anyway, the problem with that is the two different size cakes bake. I'm just gonna ignore them now. Bake for different amounts of time. So what I have to do is, when the smaller cakes are done, I have to actually grab them out of the oven and put them on an empty rack, and then reset the timer for the other cakes. I'm going to get my revenge on you. I will. So,
Turn off your video, mess up the setup.
taking out the smaller ones, like, you know, like when you're sliding trays on, like, you know, like racks that just hold metal trays on them, you know what I'm talking about? So, like, you know how, like, they kind of like catch sideways sometimes when you're like sliding them on? So that happened, and then my arm bumped into the tray as I was putting it on.
Ow.
That sucks. And
Yeah.
Ryan,
How did you get it that far up your arm?
well, I leaned in, and then like it went and it
I did something similar in high school.
Oh, yeah,
where
same.
I had a foods class, and there was something I was taking out of the oven, and my forearm was pressed against one of the inside oven racks, and then I immediately had Jim, which in that particular unit was swimming, and I think that's why it's still a little weirdly scarred.
I had a
How long ago was that?
That was freshman year of high school, so fuck me, that was like 13 years.
I've got this little itty bitty scar right here. So I've got two scars. I've got one right here, and this one was from soldering accident.
Your mic arm's in the way.
Oh, you could barely see it. It's like this little tiny little thing. It's barely even a scar. I was soldering mine and Ryan's final project. We did an LED cube, and I had to solder a bunch of LEDs in like a 3x3x3 cube. And so like when you're soldering, the little pencil thing, very hot. I was very careful with it. It was resting on this little thing, and I picked it up and I did some stuff with it. And then I leaned forward to get like a better look at the cube, and my arm got pressed onto the thing where the solder was being held. And I didn't realize that was going to be nuclear hot. And that's what I ended up getting burned on.
Big yikes.
And the other time, I have a scar on my knee I can't really show you, from when I was running around the house with my brother when I was a kid. And I jumped off a stool and hit my knee on the corner of a wall, right into where a nail was.
Oh my god.
And
no.
then so it was like one of those, it was so deep, I could see these
Just
like
went from
little
bad to
like,
worse.
I could see these little like things. Like I might have like been like delirious, but in my head I was like, oh, it kind of looks like those little minced onions at McDonald's, you know, when they're in like when they're in the ketchup. Like it was kind of like
What was
a
it?
I don't know what was in my knee. I don't know. Am I an alien?
You probably fucked up your cartilage or something.
Was it? It looked like little strandy things.
Oh, good.
Muscle fibers? I don't fucking know,
burned-
man.
I burned my wrist with the side of an iron like in high school.
Huh?
That one
God.
actually went away.
Yeah,
Just
maybe.
time for me to get this one, which is probably gonna stick around for several years.
It'll probably be there for a little
I
while.
consulted with Vanessa via text message, so.
Are you getting a sword?
What? No.
Oh.
No, about burns and like first aid shit. So you should keep it. You should keep it. You should lotion the shit out of it. What?
I bought
Oh.
some Neosporin on the way home from work. Yeah, Ryan, we didn't actually have any burn cream at work.
Shit! It
We
literally
just had-
says that.
Ow.
We just had triple antibiotic.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah, aloe vera.
I better not have used the last of it when I was still there.
You
Yeah,
need.
Mary was like, we should really get some.
Okay, well, she's also a klutz and a ditz, so
So 2 things.
you probably
One-
do have burn cream. It's just,
Isn't there like a first aid kit? Like
yeah,
that?
but it ain't there.
Sarah, don't touch hot racks with your bare hands.
So don't pop the blisters first of all,
Yeah.
and 2, you should definitely bandage that and put some aloe vera on it.
I have Neosporin with burn relief, so that's what
That-
I've been.
Well, you
Oh.
want to keep it like moist. Make
Wait.
sure that it doesn't like dry out though.
Hold on. Patrick, how'd you step on the blade of a food processor? Was your foot in the food processor?
Step.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat, and
Oh, I should pull up.
Oh, that's what Ryan asked. My guy, you have no idea how fucking cluttered and vaguely dirty my parents' house was. There you go.
I read that. I'm like,
Okay.
all right.
Okay, I fell behind on chat and then I read that one.
it.
Yeah.
So if we're doing
Okay,
scar
okay.
stories, I've got a couple.
It's the Boo Boo podcast.
It's the Boo Boo podcast.
So I it's probably not visible here, but I've got like a scar right above this eye that when I was a little kid, very young, I don't even remember it. When I was a small child.
When he was a
apparently
young
I
Wart
was-
Steve.
Wart Steve. Okay. I was apparently toddling around the house with a sippy cup. Tripped the sippy cup, I guess, landed on the ground like sippy part up, and I slammed my face straight into it.
The VGRCast. Clever. I like it.
I've got 2 scars on my pointer fingers. Monica knows about one of them, I think.
is that
you're-
from the X-Acto knife?
What?
Is that
No,
from the
no, your slushy maker.
Oh shit, that left a scar. Oh god.
Yeah,
was
that one's
scarred
scarred
because
pretty-
You are a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, no, I 100%. I was drunk as shit, but
A slushy maker, though? Can I have one?
So
No.
let me
Oh.
back up a second. So, when we were living together, I had this little like, those like Bed Bath and Beyond like $20 like specialty food things.
Yeah.
This one was a slushy maker, and it
Oh.
wasn't too bad as far as those things go. So there was a night,
Good job.
Steve and I
Oh,
were
God,
making
Steve.
margaritas, and we were
Steve.
both really drunk, and
That's
we
bad.
wanted more. And Steve,
As you do when
dumbass,
you're drunk.
was like, "Oh, let me help push the ice further."
No,
into
no,
the
that actually isn't what happened. It was my investigative questioning going like how like because it had 2 settings. It was
Oh,
like
right, that's what it was.
it was fine and like not
Not
and
fine.
like not fine.
Hey!
I don't know what the other term is, and I'm like, so how does it? My drunk ass goes, how does it? What's the difference between it? Oh.
And I'm just like, "Oh no!"
I can't drink this.
Thanks for the 12 extra bits, Patrick.
No,
my
I
God.
basically had to like hold my finger up for like that. I think I ended up duct taping a rag to it so I could go
Yeah.
to sleep.
And it
It would
just so
not
happened-
stop bleeding.
You slept with a bloody finger?
It was mostly stopped at that point after
Yeah,
I
we
iced
stayed
it.
up for like an additional like.
What's
2
with
or
the one
3
bit?
hours.
Just the one bit. The one straggler.
What?
But
Pat-
I didn't know that scarred.
No, yeah, I mean it's not. I don't think you'll be able to see. Yeah, you won't be able to see it, but it's on like the tip of that finger. I also have another one on this finger, but for the life of me, I can't remember how I got it.
My big
Mystery
scar
wounds.
is let's see if you can see it on here. You see,
Oh yeah, I see that. It's right on your knuckle.
No, it actually runs all the way.
Oh,
along
I see it. Yeah.
that line there. That's actually what fixed it. Cause I was at my cousin's like first communion party, and we were playing basketball, and someone slammed the ball down on my finger like
Ooh,
that.
Mike got dunked on.
Yeah. So, it broke real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like, they were when supposedly, when they took me in, they were like, yeah, you're not gonna have full mobility in your finger, and then supposedly my dad described him as Dr. House walked in and said, no, it'll be fine. I'll fix it. And he did.
Oh, similar story. Except this is not mine. This is my sister's. Because I don't have my sister's arm readily available. I'll try to demonstrate on mine. So
Just don't break your arm.
I'm not going to. I'm glad you knew where this was going. So, my sister, when we were very young, we had just moved to where I spent the house where I spent majority of my childhood, and there was a park nearby, and my sister was always the brazen one who did all the things where I was like, I'm kind of cautious. So she was going on these monkey bars, and these monkey bars were real high, and she lost her grip and she fell. But the problem was, she fell like this.
Oh.
Eesh.
She broke her arm so bad. Like, I think it was I don't remember actually seeing it, thank God. But this is what and she has and she has a pretty gnarly scar right here. But the interesting thing was, she broke her arm so bad it went through the tissue, or the muscle or whatever. And the first surgeon they came across, they're like, yeah, we might have to amputate her arm because this doesn't seem operable. And my parents were like, we want a second opinion. Yes, we want a second opinion. and the second surgeon was like, yes, this is completely possible. And he was a pretty young surgeon at the time, and that ended up jump starting his career, was that successful surgery. Because if
Wow.
you met my sister, she has her left arm. It did not
The other guy just wanted to hack it off.
But she does have a very gnarly scar, like right here.
I like to imagine that doctor was in, like, the first doctor was on, like, his 12th hour of the shift, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna have to cut it off.
Fuck it, let's just chop it off.
Thanks for the shout out.
Chop, chop, chop.
I gotta go to Cancun in, like, 8 hours.
Christine's in the other room relaxing. Christine had a rough day. I can tell you the stupidest way I've ever hurt myself as a kid. Steve, we can't hear you.
Why
That
do you
first
mute yourself so much?
because I sometimes talk to Vanessa and I don't want to I want to interrupt the thing.
So
Well, I was actually saying real quick that first surgeon sounds like, as Mike said, just fuck it at that point, because like I'm sure it's not an uncommon injury to like poke the bone. I mean, I'm sure it's not super duper common, but I'm sure there's been like enough breaks where the bone goes through some muscle. It doesn't.
I may not have been explaining it right, but
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Dude seems like a dick. It just reminded me that I think it's from the new Doom, Doom Eternal, where there's like a glory kill where the Doom guy like snaps a demon's arm and then slams the jutting bone out through its head.
oh god.
thanks for the bits. And the
Doom
spelling
guy is
correction.
Doom guy is a very angry person and fucking hates demons.
I want to hear how Kevin rolled in that one and hurt himself.
Oh, it wasn't even that one. It was like, so you guys know soda cans, right?
No, I've never heard of a soda can before,
So
Kevin.
you guys know how there's this lip, the lip,
No.
the lip,
Oh, that no.
right?
No, I don't want
Right?
Really?
And so I I didn't know it was sharp. And so I took my finger and I like rubbed the inside of it. Hold on, it gets stupider. And I remember
You
thinking,
get stupider.
ooh, that feels cool. And I did it a couple more times. And I took my finger out and it's just like blood. And I'm like
Jeff Ramsey slamming the toilet seat on his dick.
and I just looked at it and I was like, Mom.
Wait. How do you slam a toilet seat on your dick?
It's Jeff from Achievement Hunter. When he was young, he was like, I wonder what, like the thought he occurred to him of, he was like 6 or 7. He was like, I wonder what it would feel like if I slammed the toilet seat on my dick.
And so he did it.
And it hurt. And then 8 years later, he did it again because he forgot.
Because, you
My
know,
brain is so broken.
because everyone's just like, that's a thing I need to
How
know.
are men? Just how are men?
I wonder that every single day of my fucking life.
You should ask Elliot Page.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah, that is fair. Hey, nice
What a
transition.
transition!
Transition.
Oh, what another transition!
But legit, that's really cool,
Okay,
yo.
okay.
Yeah,
I just
that is
wanted
really
the
cool.
first
Good for
one,
them.
you guys doing the second one? No, stop. I'm unsubbing for that.
Okay, that's fine. The VGR penis in a cast.
Yikes.
So yes, Elliot Page, formerly known as Ellen Page, came out as trans today.
That's neat.
That's really cool.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. What?
There's, I mean, unless you're a huge dick about it, it's just more like, that's really neat. Good for you, dude.
In order for you to hate someone for like coming out as trans, you've got to be some kind of scum. I was thinking about this today, like,
Oh, yeah.
because all someone's doing when they're coming out as trans, they're like just being more comfortable with themselves. They're being happier with themselves, and like in order for you to go, screw you, you've got to be some sort of major like second tier asshole to like.
They're pushing the liberal agenda.
But it's just
They're
some
gonna
like.
turn the friggin' frogs gay.
But it's just some extra level of asshole where it's like, I don't want you to be happy. You can't be that.
See,
they're about-
it's also it's that, and also there's like some deep-seated. It's why a lot of people on the right are terrified of immigrants, black people, brown people. They're terrified of the other. It's not. It doesn't necessarily. It's if it's weird, they hate it. You know, like I don't know.
Patrick just gave 3 bits for your
big
mic.
cup is so it can't get any bigger.
All I'm saying is Elliot
Ryan,
Page got nominated for an Oscar for Juno to be introduced on Twitter as the star of Umbrella Academy.
Okay, but
In
Umbrella
all
Academy's pretty
fairness,
okay.
I don't think a lot of people these days have seen Umbrella Academy, and I have never actually seen Juno. I've only heard
What?
of it. No, never got around to seeing it.
It's good.
I like it.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm sure I'll get around to
Probably
watching it someday.
One of my favorite J.K. Simmons roles.
More than Cave Johnson.
Who was
and
he?
also Tenzin
Wait,
and
was he Cave Johnson?
yeah, he was Cave Johnson. He's also Tenzin on Legend of Korra, which we are watching currently. Fucking
Haven't
dope.
Who's he in Elliot? Who's he in Juno?
He's
He's
the dad.
Oh, he's Juno's dad. That's right.
Yeah.
You're right. For some reason I was thinking that he was like the adoptive father, but then I was like,
Yeah,
no, he's not that
he's
guy.
super like supportive, but he's also a dad, so he's just kind of weird.
Yes. It's there. You guys ever see Easy A?
Yes.
Kind of the parents in Easy A kind of are like that too, where they're weird but they're very supportive.
Yeah. Ryan,
What
you were going to
country
say
is
something
he
like
from?
3 minutes ago, and you.
The same people that are hating on Elliot Page right now are the same people that were commenting on all the tweets from Saturday about Sarah Fuller being the first woman to play in a college football game. That all they kept saying is like, she's gonna get decked. I hope she gets decked.
Oh god, yeah, I just saw
The fear
that.
of the other. I want to say like all of them are assholes, and a lot of them are, but like it's a lack of empathy. I think like I always say this: the people, the right wing parties of the United States lack empathy, like
Yeah.
almost all of them. Like it's just like the inability to put yourself in someone else's shoes is a vast detriment, and I think if more people could do that, the like Republican Party would disappear entirely.
Mm-hmm.
And that change is bad.
Change is bad, y'all.
Change is bad. Who wants change?
With the Ellen Page thing, so I
Elliot.
commented on
Elliot
a. I'm sorry, Elliot Page. Yes, my bad.
We're going to make that mistake a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fair.
And that's fine. I have a heartwarming story similar to that, but Steve, continue.
So, we all have a mutual friend named Faye. They are kind of more up on the whole like gender fluidity. You know what I'm trying to say here.
Faye's very
like,
woke.
Yes, exactly. I being a straight white man, mostly straight white man, don't really kind of get all of like the pronouns.
I'm just a straight white man.
But like you know, I'm very supportive. Like if someone says, "Hey, my pronouns are this," and I'm like, "Cool, I will do my best to remember that." But like I don't get it per se. Like I don't understand why someone would call themselves they or they instead of he or she. Like I'm not trying to discount anyone's experience. I just don't understand because it's not my experience. So go ahead.
Spinning off of that, if you would like a manga recommendation on the subject, Love Me for Who I Am. It's about a non-binary character.
Oh.
It's really good.
Interesting.
There's 2 volumes out right now. Just read the second one today. Is good.
So Elliot Page's pronouns that they mentioned are he they, which I was just like, huh? Because it's either like usually it's one or the other. It's either he, him, or they, them, and I'm just like, I don't understand. So
It's
it's the first time I've seen it personally. So
Okay.
not
Fair
to speak on their behalf,
Jess.
but usually that's more of a like, I am he, him now, but you can just go with they, them because that's a neutral thing.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure Faye would probably be fine with me reading this, hopefully. But so I basically went on Faye's post about it and said, basically, I don't get it, help. And so Faye says, so he uses both he, him, and they, them. Sometimes we use them interchangeably and like to hear both, or sometimes they're both okay, but there's a preference for one. For example, she, her is totally okay for me, and I don't understand enough about gender to try and explain it and get everyone to call me they, them. But when people use they, them for me, I get gender euphoria. I don't know whether Elliot has a preference or whether they're about equal to them, so I'm just going to switch off and use both unless I hear differently. Does that make sense? Question mark. And then I basically said, I think so, you know, but I didn't ask, but I'm not really sure what gender euphoria is, and I'm at this point I'm too.
It makes them happy.
Yeah, fair enough. I just never heard it phrased that way before.
I'm gonna assume it's the opposite of dysphoria.
I have a heartwarming pronoun story.
Go for it.
So, the first time I really came across a lot of a good, I won't say majority, but a good chunk of people who were more on the gender fluidity spectrum wasn't fair, because my cast, especially my first year, had all sorts of gender spectrum LGBTQ rainbow about it, and I love it.
Last fair I was at, didn't you have
You're referring to
No,
Moral Narcissus. I know you are.
yeah, the kind of
Yeah, she's great. I love her.
okay, yeah, she was, yeah, she was like, I, I can picture them in my head, but anyway, I'm sure we're talking about the same person.
I'm that's not who I'm talking about though.
Oh,
today.
okay. Well,
I am
yeah.
talking about my castmate, my former castmate Ryder, who was the first person I've ever come across that used they them pronouns. And everyone, I had uh, I had a pretty good grasp of their pronouns because they fit on the binary. But for some reason, their pronouns for the first month or so, I had the hardest time getting my brain around it, and I kept messing up, and I felt like an asshole. And eventually, because I have just like this is too hard for me to figure out, um, the their character in Fair was named Captain Gregor Arson.
Captain Gregor.
So
Jesus
instead of
fucking
referring
Christ,
to
that
them
is the
as
most
they,
fair
them,
thing
or
I've ever
fucking
heard
up
of my
and
life.
and so instead of fucking up saying he or she or trying to
Captain?
remember to use them, I just would refer to them as Captain.
Captain.
And I was not the only person that did that, to the point where they adopted Captain as one of their
That's
acceptable
fantastic.
pronouns. They're like, but you can just call me Captain. And I'm like, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I fuck that kind of stuff up like all the time, like especially with people who like I mess it up with like Faye and Jess all the time because both of them present or
It's
I
the same reason I call Jess your Grace a lot of the time.
what?
Same reason. I'm a lot better about it now, but I know Jess has said before, or you could just call me your Grace, and I'm like, okay, your Grace.
Yeah, but like because Jess and Faye both present female, it's or femme presenting. Is that the right term? I don't know.
Oh God, we're going into dangerous territories.
No. Like
Right.
Abandoned thread.
but you understand what I'm trying to say,
yeah, I
though,
get
right?
you. Yeah.
Yeah, like my brain just goes female, her, and I don't interact with either Faye or Jess enough that like I get in the habit of saying they them. So I feel like an asshole, and I do my best not to do it, but like you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that you see the problem and you're trying
Yeah.
to fix it. Very good.
Well,
Thank you,
I
Steve.
mean, it's like
Thank
I
you for
said to
sharing.
Faye. It's just like people. I don't understand people who deliberately like misgender someone. It's just like there is no harm to you to make someone else feel comfortable in their own skin.
Mm-hmm.
You know that it's like there is no reason for you to be an asshole.
Yeah.
About
I mean,
about stuff like that.
I there was a post on like some news article or news page that was pretty much like, let's see if I can pull it up. It was the whole Elliot Page announcement thing, and like the first comment was like something nice. It was like, oh my God, like that's awesome, but there's someone being like, Ellen Page was a good actress.
I just rolled my
that's a
eyes
nice
so hard
one.
it kind of hurt.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah, but there are like people like deliberately saying Ellen and like she and stuff like that, and just kind of like, why are you doing that? Like, what do you gain from doing that?
That is called dead naming, and it is frowned upon in most societies.
It's because
Much
these
like
people
cannibalism.
listen to like Alex Jones and Donald Trump, who are both like inherently like transphobic, and I don't care how many LGBT plus flags that Trump holds, he's still a fucking transphobic anti-LGBT piece of shit. So. Also, he held it upside down. I'm pretty sure because
Mhm.
That was a beautiful transition, Mike. I loved it.
Yes.
What's this
But-
anime panel you shared, Mike? Well, that was Ryan. Never mind.
Ryan shared it.
What?
Oh, you shared it. That's right.
What did I
So,
do?
You shared
But
some
yeah,
frames.
Good for Elliot. I think I commented on their post and saying like, hey, don't let the haters get you down. There's gonna be people who are threaten violence and even attempt violence, but they're don't let them get you down. There's shitty people everywhere.
We'll defend you.
Don't let the down.
I've
Sorry.
been kind of itching to fight some fascists. I'd like to punch a few Nazis.
Just follow Raul Coley on Twitter. It's so much fun.
Oh, does he
Oh.
punch Nazis?
No, but he says ridiculous shit, and he's just a cool guy. Like,
Did you see his most recent one from like?
yeah, yes. So,
Hey,
fucking-
Raul Cooley,
I now
is
know
he...
what- He was in
sorry.
iZombie, if you've seen that.
Oh no, I just so there was there was a rumor that he got cast as a character from Rebels for the Mandalorian.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that was debunked.
Yeah, it was debunked, but yeah,
But,
he was hanging out at Lucas Studios for like a couple days on Twitter, and he's
In-
posting about it,
but,
and
in-
everyone
In
started
all fairness,
conspiracizing.
though, he actually would be a pretty damn good lookalike for an older version of that character. So I wouldn't say no if they actually did cast him. Continue, Mike. Sorry.
Here's his tweet from 11 minutes ago, and now I know what my Thrussy is.
My what?
My Thrussy.
I think it's Thrussy.
Trussy.
He was the guy that
It's throat pussy.
I know.
he was the guy that last week was
I had to
asking
look it
about
up, Steve. I
did-
had to look it up.
did
I had to look it up. I knew it just by reading it.
Use the context clues, Mike.
didn't we talk about this last week?
What context clues? There are no context
Hold on.
clues.
Hold on,
Wasn't
did
this the same guy who said he found out what a bussy was?
yeah, same
Yeah,
guy
I
from
knew
last
what
week.
pussy was. I couldn't figure out what the THR was.
No. Mike.
Don't you analyze language basically for a living?
Yes, I didn't think of throat pussy, Steve.
Mike.
Think
What-
of throat pussy.
You know, what does it say about me that I thought it?
Mike, go down to his next tweet. Did you see that one?
I see Monica's face just being like, what the fuck?
I need more wine.
Yeah,
And
it's
I'm-
understandable. Have a nice
He said
day.
an online group
Oh my god.
an online group has been threatening to leak my nudes
Oh.
unless I pay. Fuck them. I'll post it here myself. Enjoy.
Oh my god.
Wait, he posted his nudes?
He's in like a banana hammock, but pretty much he doesn't leave much to the imagination.
That
And
man has a fucking penis.
yeah, he's
That man has a hell of a fucking penis.
All right, I'll look.
he's hung. I'm not putting it on stream.
Holy
Don't your parents watch the podcast?
Mine?
Yeah.
Cares?
No, I'm not putting it on stream. It's fine. No, my parents are actually with my grandma. It's my grandma's 80th birthday today. Happy birthday, grandma.
Her. When did he post them?
I just sent it
38 minutes ago.
there.
Whoa, that dude is fuck. That guy does have a penis.
It's
Also,
in Discord, too.
not gonna lie, that guy is really hot.
Yes.
Who is?
Correct.
Hey. Hello.
Hello.
Are we
Yes.
sure that's
Hello.
him?
It looks like him.
Anyway, here's a cat.
Actually, hold on. His face.
So there.
Yeah, that's him.
So basically, dude's been going to the gym and getting ripped, and he posted.
Oh, he was
something-
already ripped.
Well, yeah, but like he posted something a bit ago saying that basically, hey, I got into shape. Though none of you will get it because none of you have seen Rebels, but basically he said, hey, I'm getting in shape to be this character in a roundabout way. Then he said then he took it back almost immediately, saying, "Well, JK," and well, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he was cast and he's just bullshitting. Maybe he'll just pop up like once as Ezra at the end of the season of Mandalorian. So I don't know. They already had a fucking
He was
Ahsoka.
just on. What was he on? Haunting of Bly Manor or whatever? Wasn't he on that?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think something
Yep.
like that.
He was one of the main characters on Haunting of Bly
Look
Manor.
at this cat.
Ah, he's so cute. Woodpet.
And he's in the sequel or something too now. He was also in Gears 3 or 4, maybe 4. What was the newest
will
Gears
look.
of War game, Ryan?
5.
He was in one of the newer Gears of War games.
Let's see what else he was in.
Hold on, I'm on it. I'm on.
I Zombie is one of Christine and I's pretty much favorite shows.
Oh shit, he was on. Who was he on? Supergirl.
We're talking about Rahul Cooley.
He was
Jack Spear.
Here. Nobody.
He was in 5. Gears 5.
Mm.
Who the fuck was he on Supergirl? I watched Supergirl.
He's also been in a
Good
couple
show. Would recommend.
Achievement Hunter videos, and he was in a ton of Funhouse content.
Yeah. Oh, he was on. Oh, he's in the Harley
Hi.
Quinn animated series.
Who's
Oh,
he in the Harley Quinn
Scarecrow.
show?
He's Scarecrow.
Really?
No, wait, what?
I can
The
watch that
Harley
now,
Quinn
actually.
animated series. He plays Scarecrow.
Oh, I have gluten-free pumpkin pie.
Neat. I have a Rickon.
Yes, you do.
He's
But I
male
can't-
Tex in Red versus Blue.
He's
So how did Rooster
Oh,
Teeth
yeah.
get someone that hot on their show?
They've had Elijah Wood for an entire season.
yeah.
Wait, for what?
Red versus Blue.
Season
Baby.
10, he played Sigma.
Are you baby? You are
Fair
baby.
enough.
This is baby.
Also, he was like in Funhouse for a lot because he was like friends with just about everyone except he who shall not be named.
It is Garbo Tuesday.
It is Garbo Tuesday.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. All I
Oh,
all
God.
I
Oh,
tried
God.
the garbage bag.
Oh,
Sadie
God,
will
here
not
we
come
go.
down.
Garbo Tuesdays
Sarah,
a
Sadie will not come down.
Garbo Tuesday is a sale Achievement Hunter does every day after
Cyber Monday.
after Cyber Monday, and it's essentially you get 1% off
Ha!
with
Thanks,
code
I hate it.
Garbo. We got
Oh, Rick, that's you
special-
got boo-
special guest coming to the podcast. It's Garbo Man. Is Garbo Man copywritten?
You know, I don't watch Rooster Teeth at all, so I just like to voice my opinion that this bit is fucking stupid.
Is Garbo Man copywritten? Am I gonna get sued?
Yes.
Where's Garbo Man?
I don't know. He got sick and left.
I think he got scared by Rickon.
Got sick.
I know his constant state of being is being sick, but yeah, that was one of the when they like were describing Garbo Man on one of the podcasts. They were like, his existence is just pain. Does not want to be alive, but he is.
Like a Meeseeks.
Oh my god, you got booped again! Oh my goodness, how does this keep in?
Anyways,
Cat.
Mike, what were you saying about Garbo Man?
It's Garbo Tuesday. 1% off all achievements.
And he cut out.
He cut out.
Yeah,
Mike.
he does that.
God damn it. It's Garbo Tuesday. 1% off all achievement hunter merch in the Rooster Teeth. I am going to create a sale that is so pointless. I bet they make a shit ton of money on Garbo Tuesday.
I bet they do, because people are just entering code Garbo for the meme.
I almost bought stuff today, but I was like, I don't have enough money.
I was gonna do that yesterday when it was actually 30% off.
Why can't there just be a regular ass Achievement Hunter shirt? Just
I
the
just bought
logo.
some games on Steam.
Just
Because
the
they don't
logo.
do that anymore. Is Steam
Fucking
still
go
going
on
on?
some fan made site. Fucking get it cheaper.
Oh, does the Steam still end? Did I miss it?
Yeah, you missed it.
Oh,
10
whatever.
10 a.m. this morning.
Whatever.
Yeah, I picked up DLC for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I'm looking forward to playing someday. I picked up a couple other things.
Eventually.
Oh,
Where does Cyberpunk 2077 come out? Like where?
The 10th.
Never.
No, where?
Never.
It's
Yeah,
on Steam.
nowhere.
It's on
Everywhere.
Steam.
when does Cyberpunk come out?
No,
It
I know when. I want to know where. It looks like it's on Steam. We're good.
Oh, I bought the Assassin's Creed DLC, Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, and the Wolfenstein Youngblood. Even though I heard that one wasn't very good, but I decided to pick it up anyway. 'Cause it was cheap.
I was very disappointed to learn that the one game I've seen recently that I actually play is a PS4 exclusive.
Which game?
What game?
13 Sentinels.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a giant robot
You wanna
slash
take this one with you?
slice of life game.
Oh.
No, take the weekend.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? I was disappointed it wasn't on sale. Why is there cat butt? Why
No
is
more
cat butt?
I'm gonna get Kevin banned. I'm
Release the
sorry.
butthole cut.
I don't think you can get Kevin banned for showing cat butt. Cats
Release
just show.
the butthole cut.
I'm not sure if they do.
it's the Cats movie, Cat Hole Butt. Cat Hole,
13
Cat Hole.
Sentinels,
Butthole
Aegis
cut.
Rim is
Are
a-
you? Did you just have a stroke?
Yes.
13 Sentinels Aegis Rim is a cross-genre video game, and it was released January, blah, blah, blah. The game is divided between adventure side-scrolling segments and RTS battles, and follows 13 high school students in a fictionalized 1980s Japan who are dragged into a futuristic war between mechas and hostile kaiju in a non-linear narrative.
Interesting.
So weird shit.
Very Japan.
Yeah.
You know what? I was disappointed. Was it on sale? Horizon Zero Dawn.
I'm playing
I
that right
wanted
now.
I wanted to pick that up, but I didn't. As a general rule of thumb, I don't buy games at full price, like ever.
That's
What about
a valid
Cyberpunk?
rule.
Well, I might buy Cyberpunk at full price. But it depends on the
If it ever
reviews, though.
comes out.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna wait till after Christmas and maybe I'll have some Steam gift cards. That's
That
my
is
plan.
true.
Like I'm not gonna buy it at launch. I'm gonna wait and see if I can get it for Christmas.
But I'm sure I bought more games at full sale at full price. But the two that stick out in my head right now are one, Borderlands the pre-sequel, which I pre-ordered. Fine game. It's nothing to call home about though. I do regret pre-ordering it.
Which
and
one?
Not waiting for the pre-sequel. It's
Mm.
fine. It's the weak. It's not the weakest of the Borderlands games. The story. I think Borderlands 3's story is weaker, but Borderlands 3 has way better gameplay than like all of the other games combined.
Really?
And then, maybe not combined, but Borderlands 3 has has great fucking gameplay loop and loot mechanics. Fucking amazing.
Does it
10
get
out of 10.
repetitive?
What?
Does it get repetitive?
In terms of what?
Is it the same mission over and over again, pretty much, just in different settings?
No.
Isn't that every
What
video
what
game
Borderlands
ever?
game were you playing?
Borderlands 2.
I was gonna say.
Eventually,
I had
Border.
fun.
I had
I don't know
fun
about
too.
you.
I had fun too, but eventually just turned into go to the place, shoot the robots.
You not played
That was
Borderlands
all
before?
of Borderlands.
I know.
Welcome to every shooter.
No, I mean there's different objectives and shit and other shooters and I don't know.
Really?
It just felt very samey. Like eventually,
Hmm.
like even then, there were no new no new enemies besides bosses introduced in like the last half of the game.
Okay, that's a
Fair. That's a valid complaint. I can see that.
I don't know. I just near the end, I felt like I was forcing myself to play it just to get it over with.
FYI,
And-
Patrick.
Or maybe we played too much of it too quickly. I don't know.
I think that might be it. Me and Stefan, we play all the Borderlands games. Like, we've been through them all like maybe 2 or 3 times now, and now we're finally getting to Borderlands 3. We play for like a couple hours once a week.
Nice.
So
Yeah, Patrick
But-
says
Gotta
that.
go fast.
Patrick says he bought No Man's Sky at full price and he has no regrets.
The only thing I
Honest-
think of whenever I hear No Man's Sky is that one meme where it's the Jurassic Park theme and then it goes.
kills me every single time.
No, but No Man's Sky is apparently good now.
Oh, it's okay. Transition because I just started
God.
playing it like on Friday because I had some time off and fucking dope, guys. There's volcanoes now. There's giant like mega structures on planets. There's mountains. There's derpy animals, but there's derpy animals and that's a feature, not a bug.
I'm
Please watch the
No, but, like,
Embodiing of No Man's Sky.
I am working my way through it. It's fucking hilarious. I need to watch more of that guy's videos. But like what I mean by like mountains and shit, but like the terrain before was more here's a mountain except it's more of a gentle hill. Now here's a fucking mountain and here is a valley. It's very emphasized now.
We got mountains.
We got valleys.
We got shit.
They've got derelict freighters. I have yet to come across one, but I'm only like 4 hours in, I think. Cool new ships. I'm excited. It's like coming. I am very excited. I love No Man's Sky. Great game now. I didn't play it when it was a huge garbage pile, so I can't speak to that. But the game that I had once I got to it, I have no complaints. Fun game. doesn't have a lot of. At some point, you do kind of burn out on it because I noticed that my first two playthroughs of the game both petered out around like 65 hours or so. So, but that's not bad.
I will say I am finally allowing myself to get excited for Cyberpunk 2077. I was kind of like keeping myself in the dark and kind of like not getting excited about it, but now that it might actually come out next week, I'm like, ooh, this game looks good.
I'm pretty psyched, honestly.
Right.
Well, okay, I'm not that psyched. But
I'll probably
I'm
have to stream it without the music on though.
No, you know what? No, Kevin. They have a streamer mode.
They have a
They
what?
have- they have no, like dead serious. They have a streamer mode where it
It takes out all the copyrighted music.
yeah.
Oh!
That
Yeah.
face though.
I'm 100% serious. Are you legit excited?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't know that. I thought you were
No,
fucking
I didn't
with me.
know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's dope. CD Projekt Red has my eternal respect. Because, you know what? Even if this game is hot garbage, which I don't think it will be, they tried, you know? There's a lot of people... I mean, there's some people that just, like, looking at you, Ubisoft, and, like, all the Assassin's Creed games, like, starting after 4, where they just kind of pumped them all out.
One of my favorite streamers who was really the first streamer I started following. His name is Dizzy Disaster. He tweeted that today he was going live on the delete your VOD when you're done because we don't want to negotiate rights for the people who made our company site. In other words, he was taking a big dig at Twitch.
Good.
Because yeah, Twitch is kind of being
Jesus
stupid as
Christ.
fuck.
I'm also playing Saints Row 2 right now, and I'm going to move on to Saints Row 3 in a little bit, and I modded the ever-loving shit out of Saints Row 3, and it's going to be dope.
2 is really good for the story. 3 is really good for the gameplay.
I thought the story
Three
was...
is really good for the purple dildos.
That too.
That's the only thing.
honestly, I
know
thought-
about those three.
I thought the story wasn't great in 2. It was fine. Nothing really to call home about. It's
Yeah.
a gangster story, and honestly, that might be just like the visuals just not like being on par with anything recognizable to modern day gaming anymore.
True.
And
I mean,
the
so
gameplay-
Saints Row was always supposed to be a parody of Grand Theft Auto, but
See,
and
not
you
really.
can, but yeah, see 1 and 2 are kind of serious. You can kind of see notes of silliness in 2, but it's when you it's once you get to
there's literally-
3.
There's literally entire missions in 2 where you're driving around in a septic truck covering buildings and shit to drive down
Yeah.
the property values.
Yes.
And ones where you just yeet yourself into traffic and rack up as much like damage as possible.
Yep,
and
insurance.
it's insane. It's 2 very much does not take itself very seriously. 3 just dials it up to 11, and you're smacking people with dildo bats.
Yep.
I mean, like the Yakuza series is also sort of the same way. It's the most serious, like, parody of Grand Theft Auto. If you watch Ray Narvaez play it, and all you got to do is see the highlights,
I think
so
there was a
then
new
you know
game
what I
that-
mean.
And fucking everyone's been playing it.
Yeah,
What'd you say, Mike? Yakuza 0 or something?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard
'cause it just
Yakuza
came
Zero
out.
is good.
I haven't heard. I don't know anything about Yakuza. Like,
Everyone I
like-
know who's played it loves it.
I know.
It's like-
sorry, go ahead.
It's like in between when it comes to seriousness, in between Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row,
Okay.
but it has the same amount of comedy as Saints Row.
It just kind of reminds me that Saints Row. So Saints Row 3 dials it up to 11. Saints Row 4 rips the dial off and yeets the entire amp out the window because because then you're in like a Matrix simulation and now you have superpowers.
I swear.
It's fucking batshit, and because you have the ability to like leap around the city, it kind of makes owning cars kind of pointless.
Yes, that's what I've heard. I've never played 4, but I've heard
It's
that's
like
the
a
biggest
background.
complaint.
I played it with Stefan. It's fine. It feels like it should have been more of an expansion to Saints Row
And that
3, though.
because it was. It started off as a DLC, kind of like Blood Dragon, but then they realized halfway through that they had too much stuff, and so they just developed into a full game.
I'm wondering if they're gonna be doing any more Saints Rows, like kind of like a soft reboot or something.
I don't know.
I'd be okay with that because I mean, they just released I think a remaster of Saints 3,
Yes.
which I haven't purchased, but so
Get on the Switch, I think.
I've often thought that like once you release like that, you're trying to garner interest for like a sequel or something like that. Like, did anyone ever play Bulletstorm?
No.
Heard of it.
Nope.
Well, they released I thought they might be going for a sequel to that one too, because they released a remaster 2-3 years ago now.
Well, that's
and I was. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's exactly what the Crash Bandicoot guys did. They released Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, did really
Yeah,
well, and then they made Crash 4.
Well, that's because
4.
everyone loves Crash Bandicoot because of nostalgia. I mean, I never played it, so I don't give a shit.
I
But
remember I tried to play the Crash Collection on Switch, and
It's hard.
And I just it is. I was very turned off.
Stupidly
by how
hard.
hard it was.
Yeah, it's stupidly hard.
Genuinely-
The updated physics made it a lot harder. The
Yeah,
Spyro.
the physics like changed how the game is played.
Yeah, it's a
I
lot.
heard good things about the Spyro game.
The Spyro remasters are awesome. Like it's almost like a beat for beat remake, just with nicer graphics, which is exactly what you want. But it plays just like I remembered it playing back in the day, and it's just a lot of fun.
Wasn't it like with the Crash, like in the original games, like the physics of the character, because it was a PS1 game, so it was super simple, but the physics of like the character was basically a block. So like
Yes.
when you were platforming on the PS1, you could catch the edge of a platform.
Yeah.
Oh, so like the hitbox.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the word.
It was a
Yep.
literal box.
Yeah, it was a box. Yeah, now it's like your feet. Like
Ooh.
if one of your feet's off the platform, which on those fucking bridge levels, those bridge levels are the fucking worst. If
Those
if
polygons.
your foot's off, you fall through the bridge and you die.
See, I'm just complete and total dog shit at platformers, so I avoid them whenever
Yeah.
possible.
Fair.
I remember me trying to platform at the Halo.
Oh god.
Oh God.
What happened to Mike?
Oh no, he froze. He went a robot-y.
I froze.
And you
Yeah,
went
you
robot.
Okay, you're back.
Too, because you were like this.
Yeah, you were like spreading your eyes almost.
I was saying, Ryan, remember me trying to platform at the end of Halo on Heroic?
Oh yeah.
That was not fun.
No, 3D games and platforming usually don't mix very well. Usually. It can be done well, I suppose, but like
Yeah, like those Sonic games, right?
Sonic
Those
the
Sonic
Hedgehog.
3D has the best platforming.
Boy.
Just
Boy.
I'm talking about my favorite game, and the only Sonic game I've ever owned. That second part was true. Sonic 06.
oh,
Oh.
want that?
Well, it was bought for me.
I'm
but-
so sorry. You should disown whoever
Wait.
bought that for you.
I only had Sonic Adventure DX. That was the only Sonic game I owned.
Was that the one with Big the Cat and shit that
Yes.
you showed me one time? That one was certainly interesting.
I had rented Sonic Heroes before.
Yep, I
I've
had that
heard
one.
good things about Sonic Heroes.
It was okay.
And then there was Sonic 06 and Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors, was that a thing?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the thing.
apparently that was a good one.
Yeah,
Which one?
apparently.
Is it
Sonic
like
Colors.
is it like Star Trek movies where every other Sonic game is kind of okay?
No, it's
They just get it. Just reminds me. Was that John? What the fuck is a Sonic?
Thank you, other Steve, Trumpet Steve, for the 11-month subscription. Thank you.
Oh, all the bits. They went flying.
Oh, you knocked all the bits out of the cup.
Oh, not the
oh
bit.
no, the bits go boo boo.
Can I talk about something really, really dorky?
Go for it. I
Um,
mean, what podcast do you even think you're on?
True, but I sent this I think I told majority of you guys already, but I finally caught all the fish in Animal Crossing without having to time travel.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that message.
Yeah, I was really proud, and and I'm like, and that's full in Destiny with a couple of his like buddies, like one of his like longtime friends that he's known since like elementary school, and I'm like, look, he's like, and he just turns to me, he's like, you are such a dork, and I'm like,
Hello, Pot. My name is Kettle.
you kill
Ha.
yourself. But I am really proud because especially on the part where I didn't time travel to get any of the fish, so I can't do. I'll be able to do the bugs later this month, but not till it snows.
Vanessa is currently time traveling back to the present because she kind of dropped the game for like several months, like right around our move.
Hey, me too.
And picked it up. So, I think she's she's slow. She has it so the in-game clock doesn't like update via the internet. So she's slowly time traveling to get back to the present. So
If she has Celeste during the Scorpio or Libra seasons, let me know.
I think she's in early November now. If
That's Scorpio season.
let me
If
text
she
her
ever
now.
has Celeste, have her drop me a line because I'm missing a lot of those astrology DIYs now because everybody dropped off and therefore my chances of running into Celeste slim quite a bit.
How do you spell Celeste? Celest?
E.
Still no.
So Celeste on your island during Scorpio season.
Like Libra or Scorpio season.
Okay.
Good news. I'll be able to run.
Bruh.
I'll be able to run Cyberpunk 2077 on high.
Ooh.
I'll probably be able to do mid-range or high
You'll be able
because
to
I
do
think
high.
we have comparable graphics cards, right, Kevin?
I don't remember what I put in yours.
I can
But yes,
find out.
surprisingly, Cyberpunk 27 not too demanding.
Really, that's shocking actually for how nice that game looks.
Yeah, the recommended, not the minimum, the recommended is the 1060, which I think is what's in Christine's. So she could even run it at the recommended settings. The minimum is like a 7080, which was like 2 generations ago. Well, more than that. More like 2 generations older than all our cards. Oh yeah, that's hot. Cool.
Oh.
Hold on, updating my.
God damn it, McDonald's gentrified the monolith.
What?
I want to know.
What?
They took the picture. The McDonald's Twitter account took the picture of the monolith and then photoshopped like the drive-through stuff on it, like the microphone.
Oh.
And the screen. And they're like,
Not
"Welcome to
allowed.
McDonald's, what can we get you?" They gentrified the monolith.
I need to see this. Hold on.
Vanessa says, I haven't really been traveling during the night hours, so I have no idea. I just travel morning to morning, so I don't think I can help you out there.
That's fine. I just thought I'd throw it out there.
Fair enough. Sorry, I'm
It's
trying to
their
figure out
pinned
what graphics
tweet,
card I
too.
have.
Why does it look actually kind of good?
Side note, though,
Do not fall for the gentrified monolith.
Oh, and then Oreo's Twitter responded, and they're like, "We'll take one Oreo McFlurry, please."
Thanks, I hate it.
And McDonald's responded, "One Oreo McFlurry with a spoon that is not a straw, coming right up."
oh my god.
You guys
Also,
talk about the
side-
monolith?
And Xbox goes, "Y'all got the McRib," and McDonald's goes, "Y'all got the Series X."
Ooh.
You gonna talk about the monolith?
Fucking Call Me Carson responded, hamburger.
Wait, where's that?
Well, this monolith is a thing, apparently.
Yes.
I don't understand it.
Please pay it the second monolith.
Also,
Chicken
I
nuggets,
really-
please.
Hmm.
They're like responding to
Nuggets.
everyone.
Breakfast burrito.
Let me get a fucking
A
rock.
number 9 large.
God.
Nitpick too.
I actually do like the 2 spicy McChickens for $3.
I can't even remember the last time I was at McDonald's. Like, I'm not saying that as a bragging thing. I legitimately don't remember.
I haven't been to McDonald's in ages.
I only go to McDonald's for the breakfast burrito because that's the only thing there that is. McDonald's has breakfast good. Everything else around me is better than McDonald's for everything else.
That's fair.
Like, I have a Wendy's, I have a Taco Bell, I have a White Castle.
Damn, this is a win.
Fries.
I was talking to Christine over the weekend, I think, and I was like, "What do you want to do for dinner?" And she was like, "I hate that you've turned me into a Taco Bell person." Because before we moved in together, she didn't eat Taco Bell. Like, she pretty much wouldn't eat it. And then like one day I was like, "You want to get Taco Bell?" And she was like, "Fine, like we can go there, but I'm not gonna get anything. I'll just go to McDonald's or something else later." I'm like, "Okay." And we go to Taco Bell, and she's like, "Well, maybe I'll get the nachos." And I was like, "Yeah." And then ever since then, she's like, Taco Bell.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin, 2060 Super.
I like nachos.
That's what you have, a 2060 Super?
I'm not fucking trying that right now.
Oh,
I like nachos.
Is my graphics card better than yours?
everyone's graphics card's better than mine, besides Christine's.
I have a
I
a
guarantee
1080.
you it's better than mine.
That's fair.
Oh, I mean,
Wait, Kevin, what
I'm
do you
not
have?
even sure your computer
1070.
actually has a graphics card.
Oh wow, so my graphics card is better than yours.
Yes, Mike,
You
I
say
built you a
rude.
souped up PC.
I know.
Mike or Steve's is just probably better than yours because he got his PC a year later.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. I'm not gonna need to upgrade for a while. And
I got
so,
turned into a Taco Bell person because vegetarians love Taco Bell. Fun fact.
Yes. I knew that.
I have been to Taco Bell I think once in the past 10 years, and it was right before I saw Rise of Skywalker with my brother.
Nice.
Understand.
It's fine. I enjoy it.
understand why you would not want to go back.
I enjoyed that movie for what it was. It was fine.
Patrick turned Sarah into Taco Bell person. And yes,
You know-
Sarah,
you
I'm going to
know-
help you build a PC. Don't worry.
You know what is happening though? Like, I'm not, without dropping too many spoilers. Basically, the Mandalorian is doing the footwork that the movies didn't do to like set up like the First Order and Snoke and stuff like that.
Okay, sure, but we're not gonna have another fucking Star Wars discussion.
No, oh no, you're
I'm quashing that right now.
no, that is fair. But Mandalorian is dope. Everyone should watch it. Is good.
Does anyone care about Mandalorian spoilers real quick?
Yes.
Okay, never mind then.
Are you watching it with Nat?
No.
I won't talk about it.
No, we
Wait.
should have a Star Wars spoiler cast.
Speaking,
Are you
Going back
saying...
to
Are you guys calling him by his name now? Or what are you guys
Din?
doing?
Oh,
No.
The G word.
Yes.
No, I am calling it the child because
Okay.
that's a fucking stupid
Pussy?
name.
I like the name.
Gussy?
You what?
I like the name.
It's fine. I have no.
It's
I do think it's kind of dumb, but I think
it's
that's
fine.
kind of the. I think that's kind. I
Is he
think that's
Gambo?
no.
It's Gambo.
He's Gambo.
Gambo got big balls.
Gambo's got the biggest balls.
Gambo's running for president of
South
Hell,
Park.
Steve.
Nope,
Sure.
this is not South Park, Steve.
Rooster
this
Teeth.
is Welcome to Hell, a fictional interview podcast from Rooster Teeth, where Chris has died and gone to hell, and he is in a podcast with Clayton, Satan's younger brother, and they interview the residents of hell.
In all fairness, you guys basically did the Cartman voice, so pardon
That's
my.
Now did the Cotman voice. Gambo's
Gambo's just after.
There's no difference.
Gambo's not angry like Cartman. Gambo.
Game of
It don't need to
Thrones.
be
That's
80s.
like
Game of
that sounds
Thrones
like
is
some shitty NPR show.
It's actually Welcome to Hell is actually really good.
I haven't been.
I can
keeping up
imagine
on
it just like on the surface it sounds like a shitty NPR
I think
show.
I've seen like the first, or I've listened to like the first 13 episodes.
I'm
maybe.
probably around there. But I also watched the first live episode they did, and Andrew, who's like one of the newer core guys, he plays like Napoleon Nixon, and a couple other
Okay.
guys. And then so like
Yeah, I've heard of
during
Napoleon.
yeah, and then during the podcast, like they kept having him change. Like he would like dive off screen, like 5 seconds later, come back in like a different outfit. It's
I
really
love
impressive.
changes.
Yeah. It was
It's
impressive.
It's called Good Morning from Hell.
Would definitely recommend watching The Good Place. It's by the same guys as, like,
Yes.
Good Places, good shit. The
We
last
finished it,
episode
yeah.
made me ball.
It's good. Yeah. I liked it. Liked it all.
Would recommend. It's a comedy. It's an afterlife based comedy show, and by the same guy who made The Office and Parks and Rec.
But it's
Would
good.
recommend. Is very good.
You talking about the jumping down to change really fast just reminded me of the quickest change that I had to do in a show for theater. Which I was part of a production of Sideshow done by this particular group of community theaters, and the big like number before Act 1. Well, to back up a little bit, the big number before Act 1, there were two little dance groups. One that had like a little bit, and one that had like the big dance break.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the like smaller group, but one of the girls in the big dance break group fucked up her foot like 2 weeks before the show. So
Ooh.
they just taught me both choreographies.
Oh, good.
As a result, as soon as I finished the smaller bit, I had to change within probably about 90 seconds, completely, into a different costume, because I was wearing shirt and shorts and a hat, and I had to change into this like Egyptian like single like tunic and have a headdress on, and because there was nobody else backstage, three guys had to help me change, and that's just how you got to do in theater, because you can't afford to be modest when you got places to be, yo.
And my podcast camera's vibrating because I was just kind of shaking my desk a little bit. Sorry.
You're
Gotcha.
just like, this is exciting.
Excitement.
Can you make that face again?
You missed it. So I've got a podcast topic. If the most awkward transition possible. We lost one of the biggest I think, if not the biggest, if not one of the biggest telescopes in the world, or radio telescopes in the world. Today, it'd been having problems somewhat recently. But it was also in one of the James Bond movies. Give me a moment.
And in the South Park
I thought
episode. No,
that transition
Futurama.
was going to go.
No, it was Golden. It was a set piece in GoldenEye. Basically, so it's basically for visual reference.
Sorry, just to interrupt. I was like, I'd never heard of this radio telescope before, and then you were like, it was in a James Bond movie. I'm like, oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for those who don't know, it's basically a giant bowl made out of mirrors, or not like mirrors. I think it's like aluminum, like perforated aluminum, in like a half bowl shape, or a bowl shape, with a like and sort of an antenna, that's like stretches out over the center. Basically take like the satellite dish on the side of someone's house and blow it up to like a mile across. A couple of the support wires for it had snapped recently, causing damage to the satellite dish. and they were planning on repairing it. But I think after the second one snapped, they said, you know what, we're just gonna decommission this shit. But apparently.
Hello, Christine and Danny.
But apparently, the wire, some of the support wires snapped, and the thing that was suspended above the dish crashed into the dish. And Kevin, I've got a picture. I think I can get you a picture if you're.
Girl. Hello, Danny girl. She's a good girl.
If you want to,
She's going to the vet tomorrow.
She going to the vet tomorrow?
Yeah. Just for her yearly.
For her annual?
Mhm.
Okay. What a good girl. While you're pulling that up, Steve, I thought that's not where I thought you were going, although that checks for you.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to bring up the fact that the body actor for Darth Vader died.
Oh yeah, that too, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rip
I
that guy.
forgot his name already.
Be a tall boy.
Mm-hmm.
What? Here, Kevin. I'm dumping it into. Oh wait, no, hold on. I'm gonna have to do. I forgot. I can't just drag and copy image. So
God
here.
damn.
So here's the after shot, and then let me see if I can find a good before shot.
Where are you sending them to?
The general.
Do not send them to Discord.
Oh, why not?
Because I can't switch Discord things.
Send them to both, Steve. Send them to both.
Well, fine.
I physically, if I looked
Listen
at general
here,
right
fucker.
now, it would mess up the entire stream.
So, guess which actor comes up first if you type in Darth Vader actor?
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
Nope. Hayden Christensen.
I mean, it's not wrong, I suppose.
Ah!
Boy.
What the fuck's a PNG underscore small?
Boy.
Don't you
The
know your
opposite of
file
a
type?
JPEG large, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's the destroyed one, and here is like an intact one, an intact version of it that I found.
Oh. Guess who?
I apparently can't put that image up.
Ah, well, rip.
In the arms of...
Oh, no, wait, here we go, hold on.
In one of the Lego Star Wars games, he was played by Phil. That's
Who?
Cool.
He was played by who?
Phil Lamar.
Oh yeah, Phil Lamar.
He's the voice of like Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's also Hermes in Futurama.
Yeah, he's Hermes in Futurama.
And he's also,
Very popular voice actor.
Good shit.
yeah. He's Wilt, I think, in Foster's
yeah, he's
Home.
Wilt. He's Blackula in...
Blackula.
Dracula don't bite!
Fight! Dracula, scrape!
Scrape!
Then lick! Scrape!
Oh,
Then lick!
He played John Stewart in Justice League, the 2000s cartoon.
Oh yeah. Sorry, when you said John Stewart, I was just like, wait.
That's a picture of the
Oh,
destroyed
he plays
skeleton.
Ollie on Family Guy. It's gonna rain!
Right, sideways!
Oh, he played Bulby in Jimmy Neutron.
Wait, did he die?
Slap,
No,
slap,
no,
slap.
no.
Okay.
No, I was just saying he
Clap,
played
clap,
Darth
clap.
Vader in one of the Lego Star Wars.
Okay.
Slap, 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 clap, 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 slap, 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 clap, clap, clap.
Man, that was we used to think that was some good animation back in the day, but now that I'm looking back on it, I'm just like, oh,
Yeah, it was
oh
not good.
no.
So-
It's kind of been like a fever dream of a memory.
So I've been
I mean, you had an egg voiced by Patrick Stewart in the movie, so yeah, that's fair.
so I decided that I wanted to watch Toy Story the other night. Which I will say 99% of the animation for Toy Story holds up. What doesn't hold up is the people.
The people, no.
Besides Sid. Sid holds up okay because he's just
Oh yeah.
Sid looks so
Pixar didn't
cartoony.
really figure out how to animate people until The Incredibles.
Yeah, like, and it's just like the faces of like the mom and Andy are like terrifying.
But what about
Yeah.
Al? What about Al's Toy Barn?
Oh my god.
Well, that's Toy Story 2. That was
They're starting to get their feet a little bit
I
more.
had to drive all the way to work on a Saturday. On a Saturday, all the way to work.
Oh my
And it's like
God.
across the street, right?
Yeah. There's a Twitter account that posts that clip every
Yeah.
Saturday.
My dad was trying to do like Disney trivia, and he's like, "What's the name of the toy store from Toy Story 2?" And I pulled Al's Toy Barn so far out of my ass because I did not. That was just something I'm just like, I don't even know how I remembered this because I haven't watched Toy Story 2 in ages.
He was voiced by who was the fat guy in Jurassic
Wayne Knight. Of course it was him. Of course
Newman.
it was Wayne
Yeah.
Knight.
Newman.
Oh, my question is, how is that guy not dead? He's been like morbidly obese for the past 30 years.
Money.
He's rich, Steve.
I mean, that's fair.
Christine, Ryan, and I tried Skyrim together over the weekend, which is the
Oh, yeah,
the Skyrim multiplayer mod. Super easy to install, super easy to connect to.
I heard a butt coming,
There are some bugs.
such as
Skyrim.
You load in again, and anything you favorited is gone from your inventory,
Or sometimes all your weapons are gone.
or all your potions are gone.
That's
My
not
spell
a
stayed
good-
intact.
well, that's fun.
I mean,
You can use console commands.
for the most part, I mean that only happened like once or twice, but like, it was fine. It was fun. It's what ESO should have been. Like just Skyrim with your friends. Like, I don't know.
Except
I'm
without
not
the
gonna
inventory randomly deleting itself.
Well, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I ESO was not really my thing.
No, I mean,
I kind of.
I want to go back. I want to go back to it just for the principle of playing it because I bought it.
I had a. We just kind of like I kind of wanted to take more of my time, but like in the effort for content, we just kind of blitzed through everything. It's just like I don't know who I'm killing. I am shooting things. Who are these people? Who is this old fuck who is talking to me? Oh, the story's over. Wait, what?
For how we play games, that's not a good stream game.
It is not.
Mm-mm.
Because, like, we all have different speeds at which we play the game, so we're constantly pulling each other in different directions. So.
Yeah, it wasn't a great content game. I don't think.
So that's why I think something like Skyrim together would be better because we already know the story of Skyrim. So like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We know the story of Skyrim. Plus, I get the controls for Skyrim more than I do for Elder Scrolls.
well, because
Online.
Elder Scrolls Online is an MMO first and
Right.
foremost. It's just got a Elder Scrolls skin over it.
yeah.
Crabs!
Crabs.
Crab.
Crab.
Okay. You know what? At least we got a fun meme out of it
We did.
because it even moved over to Civ 6 where I named.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I named my religion twice. Crab.
Yes, you did.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Civ 6
And
was
of
a thing.
course, I had the sign for
Yeah.
cancer
We need
as
to put
the
Civ 6 together.
symbol.
We'll play Civ 6 again, Mike.
Cancer is a crab.
Yes, Steve.
It's my sign.
Hey man, I don't know. Well,
I'm a
that explains
Pisces.
a lot about you, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
Pisces. What does that
I-
mean?
Virgo.
You're a
I'm a-
fucking fish.
I'm two fish.
I'm
Two
Leo,
fish.
I think.
You're a Leo. I'm a Virgo, but
Is anyone into astrology enough to tell me what being a Leo says about me?
You're a dick.
You
I
got
mean,
a
that's
ass mane.
well, I don't think you. I don't think you.
Ultimately, the thing for Leo is that they're a dick.
You eat before the hyenas.
And I think Ryan.
Push
Wait,
your
you're the
brother
19th
off of a
of
cliff.
October, right,
into
Ryan?
the beast.
Nope.
You're close though.
You get raised by a fucking
days forward.
warthog and a meerkat in the jungle, and you eat bugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as one of them
So
really clicks,
that
I'm good
is-
with that.
That I think is that still Libra? I think that's still Libra.
I'm a little worried that you know so much about astrology. Not worried, but curious as to how you know so much about astrology.
It's just one of those things I randomly have memorized, like the ASL alphabet. I randomly have that memorized. To explain,
What was that again?
Bitch, please.
Oh, okay.
our friend Mark from the trombone section, That was one of the things he taught us.
Which I think this is just the letter B, please. So close enough.
I thought this
Jesus,
Does anything
Mike.
about being a Libra really mean anything that they're into sports?
I don't
Oh,
really.
speaking of sports, how's the world of sports, Ryan?
Oh yeah.
What a transition. What a terrible
I mentioned
transition.
earlier, Sarah Fuller became the first woman to play in a college football game and to kick off
Well,
Oh, so she's the kicker.
for a
Well-
Power 5 school.
well, at that level, yeah.
At that level, yes. It may as well have just been a D2 school because it's Vanderbilt, and they're not great.
So she's got very strong legs then.
Wow.
Well, okay. I chalk up that first kick to nerves.
Well, no, hold on. I think that first kick was 100%. It was the whole thing about like they were worried about her getting like having to make a block, so that's why they were like keep it low, so that way they have to dive on it. That's what I think happened, at least.
Yeah, okay,
I
I can
think
see
she was
that.
told she's a soccer player, and she's apparently a damn good soccer player. So I know that she can kick a ball way farther than that.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a feeling
I
that
probably should have looked into that.
yeah, I have a feeling that they did that so that way she wouldn't have to. They wouldn't run the risk of her having to make a block if the receiver if the receiver made it all the way through.
It's also Vanderbilt, and they haven't been great.
That's fair. Did she make any other kicks besides that opening kick?
Hey,
She probably did. Well, they only scored a field goal that
Did she
entire
kick it?
game. I don't know if she kicked
Oh.
it. I don't know if they made any more if she made any more attempts, but they lost that game 41-3.
Oh,
Rip.
good.
She did say that if she wants to stick around for the rest of the season.
That's good.
good for her.
So we'll see what happens next week. There was a Jake Paul boxing match.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Weekend.
he won that one. Unfortunately,
He fought former NBA player Nate Robinson.
Who's Jake Paul
They're
again?
both
I don't
Logan
like
Paul's
this
younger brother.
timeline.
Who?
one of those shitbird YouTubers like Jake and Logan Paul.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're both
they're notorious assholes.
Logan Paul's
I
an
don't
asshole.
like this
both-
timeline.
both Robinson and Paul are classified as cruiserweights. The only two differences that anyone could take away from this is that
bless you.
Jake
Bless
Paul
you.
is 4 inches shorter than Nate Robinson and is
you.
13 years younger.
Yeah, that'll
How
do
is a
it.
cruiserweight?
I don't fucking know. Jake Paul won via knockout in 2 rounds. After the match, a couple of NHL players have come forward saying they could kick his ass, stating he should fight someone his own size. Most notably San Jose Shark forward Evander Kane and former Blackhawk and current Vegas Golden Knight goaltender Robin Lehner.
It's also known as junior heavyweight, and it's between light heavyweight and heavyweight. So
All I know is I do want to see Jake and his stupid brother get punched in the face repeatedly. So
That was Jake Paul's second ever fight, both victories and both knockout victories. That was Nate Robinson's first boxing match ever.
well, yeah.
of course it
Also-
comes from the fucking UK.
And Jake Paul had been training for quite a while before this, obviously because he's fought before. Nate Robinson started training in August.
No.
yeah.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't
That's
Did anyone really win?
no. We all lost.
Like spiritually, I don't think
No,
anyone.
we all lost. Kevin, if you don't, oh my God, she wants attention so hard.
Danny,
That is.
Ah! I got it on stream.
Kevin, if you need a reminder as to who I think Logan Paul's that douchebag. Who,
Yeah, he went to Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
went to
Suicide
Japan,
Forest,
Suicide Forest, found
Girl.
the body, got a bunch of shit for it.
Although
And
I
Jake
do have
Paul
to
just wants
say-
to piggyback off of it.
I do have to say though, Logan Paul was on a podcast that who was the guy who took the picture in the dress for the magazine a couple weeks ago?
Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he was on a podcast with some other people, and the post was like, "That's not manly," and look, why isn't it manly? And he like actually stood up for Harry Styles. I'm like, okay then.
So we're
Well, I guess a broken clock can be right once or
Um,
twice a day.
The
Mhm.
NHL released their reverse retro jerseys for fans to buy, and even they are not safe from the bot scalpers. I meant I'm
Why
talking
is
about the
everything getting scalped now? I hate
Speaking
it.
of which, the RTX 3060 Ti comes out tomorrow.
Kevin, shut up. Ryan, go.
Um,
Scalpers.
if the Bears don't fire everyone from the coaching staff up to the top of the organization by the time the Super Bowl rolls around and fire them straight into Lake Michigan, I am going to fucking kill somebody.
Yeah, they're not good this year.
Ryan, that's a disgrace to Lake Michigan.
All right, how about the Chicago River?
Yeah, we can do that.
that's valid.
Diet Green.
There were so many criticisms this year at the very beginning that like the Bears are the worst 5-1 team in NFL history. And
Yeah, they were right.
but at the time I was like, you idiots, they're 5-1, they're great. And then now they've lost 5 straight games.
You know how like we dyed the river green for St. Patty's Day? Dye it red with their blood.
Oh God.
Okay, maybe let's not murder people.
So Steelers Ravens, they were supposed to play on Thanksgiving,
Right.
but due to many players from both teams, mainly on the Ravens side, testing positive for COVID,
COVID-19.
game got postponed
COVID-19.
to tomorrow,
Wednesday night football. That's a new
Wednesday
one.
afternoon football.
Oh, that's even worse.
Um,
I'm gonna watch that.
Steelers
fun.
players are salty because they had a primetime game on the biggest football holiday and are 10-0.
Fair.
That they can't play because they're not taking care of themselves. Why should we suffer? Why should and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. You're like the worst 10-0 team out there.
But where are you?
All it takes is someone to hit Ben Roethlisberger the wrong way and he's done.
Oh,
That
God,
dude's so fucking
where-
old.
Where are they going to get another team to play, you fuckers? You can't just conjure an NFL team out of nothing.
Yeah, and like there was already a scheduling
Fair.
conflict. I think it was either the Steelers or the Ravens. They had to get. I think it was the Steelers and some other team. They had a bunch of players testing positive, and so they had to trade games later in the season, meaning now. So that the Ravens had originally their bye week was either earlier in the season or now. It's a whole confusing mess. There was like 3 teams involved. They had to reschedule games and shit.
Wow.
I can't believe
The Broncos.
Wait, Ryan. How much more sports talk do you have?
I have a couple of more points.
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt you real quick because I'm pretty sure we're gonna end after the sports cast or the sports part. But I have something I need to read that just came out 2 minutes ago.
What you got?
And I don't want this to be the ending note of the podcast. So today was the White House Christmas party. You know where I'm going with
Early.
this. And Trump says that if he ends up losing this election, he is running again in 2024.
He's going to be brain dead by 2024.
Just didn't want to end on that note. So
With
Ryan,
any luck, it'll be
try.
brain dead by
you
2024.
will try.
you will try. So Ryan, you can go.
Hopefully those steroids wear off. Anyway,
I can't believe
the
Roethlisberger-
Denver Broncos also in a had an interesting COVID situation. All 3 of their quarterbacks on their active roster were in close proximity to someone who had tested positive, therefore deemed ineligible to play. So they went to their practice squad and signed a wide receiver to play quarterback.
Because if you can catch, you must be able to throw. Duh.
He played quarterback in college. Wasn't that good.
At least
Took
he's
him-
got experience at playing quarterback in the past.
Took him till the 3rd quarter to make a pass.
Oh my God. Was it a good pass?
It was
gonna
a
go ahead
check down to
and
the
say
tight
no.
end.
I'm also gonna go ahead and say that probably wasn't a him decision.
No, it wasn't.
That sounds like
But-
more of a
Yeah,
coaching.
Here's where the
Why?
double standard is. You have several players on two teams with that have been diagnosed with COVID or deemed close contact. They postpone the game. One team literally cannot play with no one in a key position, and their response is, "You should have worn a mask."
Well, they should
The
have.
Denver game just went on. They didn't postpone it.
Oh.
Just a brief aside, since we're talking about COVID, a new statistic came out that 1 out of every 1,000 people in South Dakota has died from COVID.
Well, how many people live in South Dakota? The first three.
Exactly.
About 880,000.
So that's 0.1%.
Yeah, so 0.1%. But that's not 0.1% of people who had COVID.
That's the
That's
total
0.1%
population.
of all of South Dakota.
Yes. She's
Oh
doing
my
it
god,
again.
look at this.
Doing
double
laps on
standard.
your shoulders.
The NFL fined the New Orleans Saints, I think,
Hi.
cash and a 7th round draft choice for the Saints celebrating a win in their own locker room without
What?
masks.
Hmm.
Of course.
In their own locker room.
Yeah.
Like,
But
What?
but NFL, you can't kiss the homies goodnight with the mask on. You can't kiss the homies good game.
Yes,
Sorry.
you can give them a little forehead.
Boop.
so I'm going to read this post verbatim, and it's going to
Go
be
for
a
it.
long one, but this
Oh,
is
God.
from ISU basketball great Osiris Eldridge. And he has gone deep down the road of being a full-blown conspiracy theorist.
Oh,
great.
Lord.
A crazy
Oh, here-
person.
I don't
Uh,
have enough lines
Okay,
for this.
on a scale of like aliens being
Oh, you'll-
fun alien shit being on one end, Alex Jones in the
You'll
middle
see.
here, and then
You'll see.
QAnon over here.
You'll see. Apparently, he made an Instagram post of presumably denying that COVID exists.
Oh, okay, so we're slightly past
So
that.
that he made an apology, and this is his apology.
Sort of Alex Jones currently. Let's see where he goes.
For anyone responding to my post, I'm not saying it's fake, and I'm sorry if you've lost someone to the virus or whatever it is. Truth be told, I've had it. My mom has it now. My uncle has it. All I'm saying is, mask or no mask, people are gonna get it. Just like the flu's still around, it's gonna be here. What I'm saying is this shit about something else. It's unfortunate that this virus is killing people, but what are we supposed to live like this forever? This should be a wake-up call for people to start taking care of themselves better. Instead of constantly promoting social distancing and wearing a mask, how about the government stop spraying these chemicals in the air over cities and we inhale that stuff? Maybe that's
That's Alex
deteriorating. Maybe that's deteriorating people's health. Or how about they stop allowing these companies to sell genetically modified foods and animals for consumption? What about promoting people to eat better and build their immune systems right now? Wouldn't that help against the virus? They not doing that. They just giving us hand sanitizer and a mask. Hashtag chemtrails, hashtag Monsanto, hashtag New World Order, hashtag Agenda 21, hashtag GMO.
All right, we're
Yeah, I
like
was
Boy.
listening to that, and I was like, "Where's the turd? Where's the oh?"
so on a scale of Alex Jones to QAnon, we're about 3/4 of the way to QAnon.
That's. I'll be honest. That was baby shit conspiracy.
He said New World Order though, and then
Yeah.
chemtrails, chemtrails pushed him past Alex,
Yeah.
and
New
then the
World-
New World Order shit pushed him.
Yeah,
Alex
but
does
in
New
terms
World
of
Order.
in terms of conspiracy theories, that's all basic level.
Yeah, it's basic bitch shit. There's no,
Well, he
there was,
must
there's
get into-
I didn't
nobody.
even mention Pizzagate.
Probably get into it recently because I haven't seen anything about this until like a couple of weeks ago.
or the pedophile cabal eating children for adrenochrome.
That's what Pizzagate.
I would like to science rage for a second though, if you'll permit me. So I get real fucking sick of all the people bitching about GMOs. Humans have been doing GMOs for thousands of years.
Duh.
But we're just have the technology to do it better and faster now. It's the same thing we've been doing. Like, if you don't want a genetically modified food, have yourself a fucking banana, which was like this fucking big back in the day. A plantain, motherfucker.
Even then, bananas you eat today are like all pretty much not genetically or modified, but like every banana you buy comes from the same single banana or came from the same single banana, because all the bananas on Earth went extinct.
Except that one.
No, yeah, except this one. Like,
Well, there's plantains too.
well, no,
still.
but I mean, like, so what happened was, so you know how banana flavored stuff doesn't taste like bananas?
Yeah.
Like, that's how bananas used to taste. And I want to say they were called like George's bananas or something. Like that was the strain of banana. There was a big like parasite outbreak or something, that pesticide outbreak or something that happened that killed off all those bananas, and someone had a strain of bananas somewhere in like some nowhere area, and they were like, hey, I've got this banana, like this banana tree, we could pretty much restart the banana like production.
Where was this, like thousands of years ago or hundreds of years ago?
Couple hundred years ago, I think. I don't know the exacts, but I know that there was something crazy that happened with that.
I'll have to look into that. Maybe I'll. There was also real quick. Oh, go ahead.
All right. Speaking of bananas, I came across a story from a ago where Amazon just set up free banana stands in Seattle, and it completely destroyed like the produce economy in Seattle for because everyone was just getting free bananas. So all the people who were actually trying to sell bananas were like, what the fuck?
All right, here we go. It's the fifth in the 50s, a fungal plague, or various fungal plagues, most notably Panama disease, devastated banana crops. By the 1960, the gross Mikkel was effectively extinct in terms of large-scale growing and selling. The Cavendish banana is the current banana we eat, and it was resistant to the fungal plague, so that's how that one took over.
Yeet.
Were there any more sports things, Ryan?
No, that was it.
Fun banana facts.
Keep us updated on that guy. I like conspiracy theory bullshit.
You could just follow him on Instagram.
True. I could.
That sounds like way too much.
I could.
I still don't have Instagram.
Nor do I.
It's
Nor do
okay.
I.
It's fine.
I don't
post
take pictures, so
I am
post
liking
there,
Twitter
like
more.
once a month.
I'm starting to enjoy Twitter more.
there will be a turn. There will be a turn.
I'm not there yet.
Don't
Enjoy it
spend-
while it lasts, Kevin. You
Don't
will
spend
not
too
like
much time on
forever.
Twitter, man. Twitter is a fucking cesspool.
From what I've seen of him, Kevin, you use Twitter the precisely correct amount, which is barely at all.
Huh?
From what I've seen, like when I see you online, you use Twitter the correct amount, which is barely at all.
Yeah, I mostly look. I don't post a lot.
Same. But GMOs are cool. I mean, I guess I'm relatively different as to whether.
pee small.
No, that's not how genes work.
Oh.
Make VP
Like,
big?
It's not good. Like, altering a fucking gene isn't going to suddenly make it like poisonous or some shit. It's just altering a gene to make it more resistant to disease. It's not solving world hunger, but it's done a damn bunch
It's
to.
not as the good Lord intended it, Steve.
Yeah, well, if the things aren't as the good Lord intended, you shouldn't wear glasses or or mixed fabrics, motherfucker.
The good Lord intended bananas to be big and hamburgers to be juicy.
I didn't.
It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and banana.
But
Banana
banana, like
leaks.
the picture of what's his face you shared earlier in the chat, Raul Coley.
Yeah, big banana.
Yeah.
Very attractive man.
With a big banana.
I know a thing or two about big banana.
Banana.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I think that's an awkward place to end the podcast.
yes, yes, it is.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We will be back tomorrow with, I think, Halo finally. If not, we'll
Finally,
because we just haven't played it in a little while.
I mean, in all fairness, it's been like a month.
we could probably finish ODST tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Let's try for that.
So we'll be back tomorrow with Halo. And then Thursday nothing. I don't know about the weekend. I have some work stuff I need to do this weekend, so that will be kind of up in the air. But thank you guys for joining us. And we'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Carrots make for poor masturbation tools.
That's-
Really?